So hi, I'm Robyn with GrillGirl, and today I get to hang out with Ken Hess. And you guys know, if you know anything about barbecue, that Ken Hess is part of the Big Bob Gibson team, and he's the guy behind the scenes on the pit making things happen. So we're really lucky to have him, and thank you for being here, Ken.
Well, thank you, Rob.
We're here for Kingsford University, so we've had some time to get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, been hanging out in Vegas all weekend.
Yeah,
so
it's been awesome. So, Ken, tell me a little bit more about how you got into cooking and grilling specifically.
Oh, well, I think it's because my mom didn't want to feed me to eat anymore. But I started doing dishes when I was 15 in Brooklyn, New York. A small restaurant that was number 50 in the Zaggett's Guide for about 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
Mom and pop couple, only like 30 seats, and
wow.
They've shut down recently because they retired. And from there, I went to Oklahoma State to do my hotel and restaurant management degree.
Nice. Then
went to the Culinary Institute of America and got my culinary arts degree. And then I went to the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia and did a 3-year apprenticeship program there.
Wow.
So I've been all over.
So you're not just a good old boy barbecue guy. You're a CIA trained.
Yep. I can do anything from foie gras to frog legs to whatever you want done.
Holy crap! I'm really impressed.
There you go.
The more I know you, the more impressed I am.
Yeah.
You are. I didn't even know you were from Brooklyn. Wow. Yeah. People probably thought you were from the South somewhere, growing up queuing and stuff.
I pick up accents wherever I go. So
nice. So how did you and Chris Lilly pair up?
At the Greenbrier Resort, I brought Chris Lilly, Myron Mixon, and Ray Lampy to teach a class for a year.
Okay.
They did about 3 or 4 sessions, and I worked with them on that project. And at the time, the Greenbrier was being sold by CSX, and didn't know how that was going to go through. So Chris offered me a job in Decatur, Alabama, and I went down there to go help out the Big Bob Gibson team.
Nice, nice. So what's that been like so far? Like, what would you say are some of the highlights of being on the team and doing all the
man, Chris and I travel everywhere. This is our 3rd race we've been to. We've done 2 for NASCAR, 1 for Kingsford now. We've been to Memphis in May 3 times since I've been there. Kansas City, I've been with them 3 times now since I've joined.
Nice.
We're just getting a lot of traveling done, just getting a lot of good queuing done.
Yeah, you're getting to see the world.
Hopefully.
Through the eyes of barbecue. That's awesome. So when you're hanging out in Decatur and you're not behind the smoker or at the restaurant or traveling the world, cooking everyone awesome food, what do you like to make when you're just at home chilling? Like if you have friends over and you...
If I have friends over, they generally want me to smoke some pizzas on my egg. It's a pretty popular dish that... If we're going to have like 8 or 9 people over, they love that. I've made paella for my friends. I dry age a lot of my own beef in my refrigerator.
Really?
And we'll do steaks. We actually have a group of us that are about all different people. One's a florist, 2 guys are in trucking, and we have a supper club once a month. It's always at my house. And
cool. Some
people do different side dishes, or we buy different meats and stuff that they've never had. Like braised short ribs is 1 month with like a horseradish with potatoes. And just stuff that they can't find in Decatur and that I still know how to cook and love to cook. So
nice.
Just a fun little time, get some wine out and just chill out.
Wow, paella and wow. So tell me a little bit about, you said you're aging your own beef in the refrigerator?
Yep, definitely.
How do you do that?
When I moved to Decatur, I bought a brand new refrigerator. They've got humidity controls on it. I keep it between 70 and 80% humidity.
Okay.
I keep it really low. I keep it like 34, so it's almost freezing.
Okay.
I just find bone-in ribeyes or bone-in strips on sale and just put them in the refrigerator and just let them go. I do it what we call commando style. No dry aging bags or anything like that. Just straight on a rack and just let them go and you just watch to make sure there's no molding that occurs.
Okay.
And I do about 58 to 60 days, so
wow.
I do it pretty long because at the low temperatures and with the humidity controller, I've got hygrometers, which is what people use in their humidifiers for the cigars and stuff.
Okay. Wow.
I've got like 3 or 4 of those placed around my refrigerator, and I'm single, so I've got, I don't have a wife telling me that it's gross to have a piece of meat in there for a while, and not a lot of kids opening up the doors and stuff to change the levels of the humidity and everything, so this works out great. After 60 days, cut into steaks or a roast, and we'll have a little party or
that's
just
awesome.
put it in the freezer for a bit.
Hopefully, when you find the right girl, she's gonna have to be appreciative of what a good cook you are.
Yeah, she'd better not know how to cook, because that'd probably be better for her.
Now, if someone was gonna go and say, just try to get into, maybe even start their own team. Maybe they're a backyard barbecuer, like more like myself. I'm a griller. I dabble with the smoking and whatnot, but I'm really more of a hardcore griller. But if someone wanted to maybe think about getting competition Q, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, nowadays there's so much more information on it, like your blog and different people's internet recipes that are out there. There's, probably 15 or 16 great competition chefs that have classes.
Right.
If you wanted to be hardcore, I was just going to small regional competitions you might go to. Try it and see how it goes, and see what place you go in.
Okay.
Because everyone tells you that those are the best ribs they've ever had, the best brisket. But when you go out against people who do it 45 times a year, you can get your butt handed to you pretty quickly. I remember my third contest I ever did, I got 5th place out of 35 teams.
Wow.
And Johnny True came up to me and said, hey, Hoss, you did pretty good. And I said, well, I didn't win. He said, son, how many do you do a year? And I said, about 3 to 4. And he said, I do about 40 more than that a year.
Wow.
So you're running against guys and women that do this every weekend.
Right.
And they don't change their style. They know what the judges want. They can take 40 weeks worth of scores and see how they do.
Wow.
So it's a lot harder to go out and do it once or twice a year and try to go against guys and women that do it every single weekend.
Yeah, practice makes perfect, right?
Definitely. So, but there's a lot of great classes out there that people are doing. Chris has got his book, which helps you out.
Yeah.
That pineapple ribs is very close to what we do for competition.
Okay, very
cool.
cool.
So it's a very good recipe. I love that recipe.
So would you be willing to share one of your favorite, just maybe like your pizza recipe on my blog for my readers to try?
Sure. I think I'm generally pretty good about my measurements.
Okay.
So I can definitely do that.
I'm not that picky, so we're good.
No, I want somebody that get a recipe from me to know that it works and it will be done right.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Some things that help will be, what kind of cooker you have and different things like that. Too.
Okay, so maybe we'll adjust it for I have a Weber performer, so like your basic kettle Weber.
We can definitely work on that.
Absolutely, that's cool.
There's some cool tricks for Webers or any grill that's round. If you set up indirect where you have coals on one side and open space on the other, line up what you're gonna grill. Like let's say we did chicken wings the other night.
Yeah.
And what you do is you take your tongs, and actually you got a grill right there. We can show you.
All right, we'll do an informal ad hoc demonstration.
So, let's say you had your fire over here. Can you get this, Chris?
Got it.
If you had your fire over here on this side, you can line up your chicken wings and stuff this way. Take your tongs and you can spin your grill.
Oh.
And so now you've got all your grilled items here, and if it starts to flare up, you just spin your grill again.
Nice.
And now you're not burning your product, which a lot of people don't understand when they're at home. They've got like dried out burnt chicken or whatever.
Yeah.
But you're in control of the fire. If you build it halfway through your Weber, which this is basically what this kind of style is, build it halfway across, coals on one side, put like the 4 chicken breasts you're gonna do, spin it over. When you're ready to flip it, instead of burning all the arm hairs off your arm, like I don't have a lot anymore, you just spin it back and you can flip the breast over, and now you're set up to go again. You just spin it back.
That's cool.
So pretty quick, easy trick that almost every round grill this works with.
Nice.
Big green eggs, Komodos. You can spin almost all of them.
That's awesome.
It's a pretty cool trick.
I'm gonna call you and say, "Okay, guess what I just did?"
Hopefully you do.
That's really cool. Well, thank you for
You're welcome.
giving me some fun info to put on my blog, and I hope to see you in Memphis in May. And
I will be there. Is your dad gonna be there?
Dad's gonna be there, and I'm sure it's our daughter-father bonding time.
That sounds like father-brother, but that's okay.
Well, I'm not from West Virginia, so
No,
I'm just kidding. That's
okay.
But yeah, thank you for being on GrillGirl.com, and I look forward to seeing you soon, and I look forward to seeing all the fun recipes that you can share with me in the future.
We'll see you in Memphis.
Thanks for tuning in.